Hey, Facebook family. Let me go ahead and see if I can share this to a group real quick. Facebook family. What's up? It's your girl Amber here real quick. And it's going to have to be quick because you see who I got with me, right? This is the woman who's trying to bust in the world and just take all the way over. Hey guys, Amber here with the one and the only Dream Amber Rail. Give it up. She's like, Mommy, what is going on? You'll get used to all of me. My shenanigans never end. Anyways, this video is just for you mothers and wives, okay? Just for you, okay? I'm thinking about me and I'm thinking about you, okay? So I wanted to make this video real quick with a few quick reminders that may help somebody out there. Let me tag a few more people in here. I hope everybody's doing well. Mothers and wives, let me talk to you real quick. Now, you know, we do everything under the sun for everybody and their mama. We do it for our husbands. We do it for our kids. I was on a wonderful, power-packed call this morning, and it just blessed my life because they were talking about a couple things. Setting boundaries, okay? And if we're honest, we set boundaries for things that are work-related, church-related, external circles. But sometimes we don't do that for our own households. And most importantly, we don't do that for ourselves. So I want to create this video just because I've been meditating on some things that I'm working on personally. And, sharing is caring is one of my favorite mottos. I really live that. So I wanted to share this video for those mothers and wives out there who are like me, who might just need a little reminder that as we're taking care of our little ones and our spouses and everything else that God may have given us to do, there's some things that we can do to take care of us. So setting boundaries, I just have a couple quick things that I was thinking about that I'm going to share with you, and hopefully it will be impactful and helpful for you. Number one, cut yourself some slack. My girlfriend T, shout out to my homie T, she's so awesome. I love her. We've been friends for over half of our lives, I think, way back high school days. And so me and her had a good conversation today, and she really helped me to have a different perspective on something I was thinking about in regard to my mothering season. And I wanted to, share that with somebody. Cut yourself some slack, Mom. I mean, I know we have these expectations and desires and goals to, be well in all aspects of life, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, in our marriages and all the rest. And that's great. But let's cut ourselves a little bit of slack, because motherhood, wifehood, being a woman, no shade on men, but this message is for my mamas. It's hard work. Let's just be honest. It's hard work. And it was created to be hard. I've come to grips that motherhood and being a wife is never supposed to be easy. No one just told us all that it takes to make it look easy, but cut yourself some slack, because the work you're doing, mama and wives, it takes real work. It takes real consistency. It takes discipline. It takes dedication. It takes sacrifice. It takes so much more than most of us ever imagined it would take. But that's a part of the blessing. I always say every blessing comes with a responsibility. And so in this season for me, I'm learning the responsibility of motherhood times 2. Say hi, everyone. She's like, ugh. Is it nursing time yet? That's what she's probably thinking. But cut yourself some slack is step 1 or ideal 1 that I'm throwing out. If you're joining for the first time or just popping in, hello, Amber here. Throwing out some mommy nuggets, some wife nuggets. As I am reflecting, I am sharing. So cut yourself some slack, mama, is one thing I wanted to say. The other thing was ask for help. And this time of the pandemic and COVID and all the rest, if we haven't learned anything else, we need one another, okay? Ask for help. If you need help, mama, if you need help, wife, ask. Don't assume. Ask, don't assume. That's one of my other personal favorite mottos for life is ask and don't assume, because assumptions can lead you around the block 50 times going nowhere fast. But ask. If you need something, ask. Specifically, if you need to step away from home, hello, ladies, step away from home sometime and just get a breather. Do that. I mean, being a mom and being a wife, it's hard work. And for some people, it's it's easy work, but let's be honest, all that it takes to have a healthy, happy home, it takes some work. So ask for help is the second thing. Hey, Tiffany, thanks for joining. The other thing I want to talk about real quick was schedule your breaks. So back to that call I told you I was on this morning. I was on a powerful, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I jump on a call at 8 a.m. and it's like 30 minutes. Shameless plug, if you are not listening or tuned in to positivity at least a couple times a week, shame on you, okay? With all that's going on in our world, you better get plugged into some prayer groups, some motivation groups, some business groups that sharpen your mind and keep you focused. As the mind goes, so goes your life. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So get your mind right, change your life. Okay, back into what I'm saying. So scheduling your breaks. On that call this morning, they were talking about setting boundaries. And of course, that call is focused more on business and different things, but it's also a self-help type of a call too, because let's be honest, moms and wives, we spend so much of our energy, efforts, focus, discipline, and all the rest focus on our little ones, our husbands, their ministries, their businesses, and all these different things. And that's great, but let's set a boundary to schedule breaks for ourselves. Because if mama goes down, guess what? The whole house is going to be all out of order because mom is, and God created it that way, but mom is the centerpiece to all the rest. So I want to just encourage us moms, schedule a break. And this was something that was reminded to me in that morning call this morning. Set the boundaries. Because if the boundaries are not set, the standards are not set, they will be set for you. So they were talking about burnout. And a lot of times we as women can get burnt out because we wait too late to recognize we're tired, that our cup is not actually full, it's actually empty, and we just keep grinding and working and all the rest until we really are burnt out, and sometimes on our back in a hospital bed. So I want to just remind us moms and wives, please, let's do a little bit better with scheduling time for ourselves. If that just means the same way we schedule everything else into our calendars, schedule 10 minutes to just go sit in the bathroom. One of mommy's favorite places nowadays is alone in the bathroom where you could just go and breathe. Or get in your car and drive around the block and just breathe and pray. Just reset moments. It's so important. So that's the third thing of my 5 things for mommies and wives, in case you're just joining. Hey, Chaz. Welcome, Jaleesa. Good to see y'all. This message specifically is for my mommy and wives out there. And so if you're just joining, I said 3 already, I'll retract. The first one, mama and wives, is cut yourself some slack. Don't try to do it all. Don't aim for perfection. You know what I mean? Aim for it rather, but don't wear yourself out when you recognize, hey, I'm not perfect. Cut yourself some slack. 2 was ask for help. If you need something, ask. Don't assume. Assumption is not good. It's not your friend. It's a frenemy. Ask. Do not assume. I am learning that. Don't assume anything. I don't care if it's with your spouse, your kids, your colleague, your best friend. If something's going on, ask. Don't assume. That was 2. 3 is schedule your breaks. That's what I'm learning to do. Schedule my breaks. Because if you don't schedule it, it will not happen. 24 hours will come, a week will go, 3 months will go by, and you like, whoo, I just need a break. That's because you haven't scheduled your break. And I've been paused right there because sometimes as moms and wives, and I'll be chief to say it's me too sometimes, We are so we can get irritated and agitated because things are not the way we think they should be, and we're feeling frustrated or whatever. But it's our own fault. It's your fault you didn't take a break. It's your fault you didn't pause and say, hey, you know what? I need a minute. Hey, you know what? I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. So take and schedule your breaks. Be intentional about it and learn this word right here. N-O, no. The power of no will set you free. On to my fourth tip here for my mommy and wives is pray continually. My morning prayer group that we connected with this morning, that's one of the things I was talking about from the scripture. Pray continually. Continually pray. Pray for yourself. Pray for your mind. Pray for wisdom. Pray for your kids. Pray for your spouse. Everything. There's nothing we should not be praying for. And I know for me in this season, I'm learning more and more and more. Hey, you know what? You better pray about it. Don't talk about it to nobody. They ain't going to understand anyway. And their advice is not going to set you free. Go ahead and take it to the source. Father, I don't understand X, Y, and Z. Father, give me patience in this area. Father, help me to love in spite of X, Y, and Z. He knows. And he's the one who really cares more than most of the people we talking to or think going to change the situation. Anyway, take it to the source. Pray continually. And lastly, the last thing I want to say, and I'm going to jump off. Hey, Pastor Teresa, good to see you, girl. Is take one moment at a time. One moment at a time. And this little chunky girl's teaching me that every day. Because you know what? This mama right here still sometimes be acting like she 21 on full throttle. Hey, Stacy, welcome. But life has its way of showing us, you know, the ebbs and flows of life are intentional and they are on purpose to mature us, to grow us up, to stretch us, to shape us into the people we're supposed to be. But sometimes we're moving way too fast to slow down and just take one moment at a time. You know what I mean? One moment at a time. And so I'm so blessed because in my life, so many times I've been able to recognize, you know what, you need to slow down right there. You know what, you need to learn how to be present in the present. Just like right now, when we get off of here, I'm just going to sit and hold her and watch her suck her hands and play. You know, not always be so ready to be on to the next. And I'll even end with that because back to that call I told you guys I was on this morning. And for you who are just joining in, hello. I am just giving my mommy and wife inspiration for the day. Since I was on my own reflection, I thought, you know, sharing is caring. Why not share what I'm learning? So that one moment at a time thing, the lady who was leading the call I was on this morning talked about how she had a thyroid issue, and that issue went kind of untapped for some time. And because of that, because she was so focused on her grind, she was so focused on her grind and doing all these other things, she left that health issue untapped for so long. She ended up having to have a surgery on her thyroid and go through a lot of other processes and things that she could have maybe prevented had she paid attention and slowed down. So here's a recap for all my mommies and all my wives out there. No matter if your kids are grown and gone or whether you got little ones like me, no matter you've been married for 2 days or 20 years, we can all take something from this. And so the 5 things I'm talking about again, number 1, cut yourself some slack, moms and wives. 2, ask for help. Ask and do not assume. We can't read each other's brains, and sometimes we assume a lot. Just ask. Let's be straight to the point. Let's better our communication. Just ask. 3rd, schedule your breaks. Don't expect the world to slow down for you. It's not slowing down, but schedule the time she is really sucking her hands. Schedule the time that you need to reset, recharge, and realign yourself. That is your duty as a mom and as a wife. That's not your husband's. That's not your kid's job to tell you, Amber, when you need to reset and realign. So that was number 3, schedule your breaks. 4 is pray continually for yourself, for your family, for your kids, for your community. God has given us women that authority because he gives us the insight and discernment on things that no other people can't. So take that authority and pray over it. Pray with faith and power and fervency. And the last thing I wanted to share, remind you guys, is take one moment, mamas and wives, at a time. Not even one day. Sometimes it's just moment to moment. It might be minute to minute sometime, and it might be seconds to seconds sometime. But take those moments and strides. Remember that nothing lasts forever. If you're going through some hard times right now, and some uncertain areas, deaths, all type of things going on in a lot of people's world right now, and even shifts in my own world. Transitions happen to us all. But we can change our mindset, we can pray, and we can continue to know that everything is going to be all right. No day is the same as the last. Everything's changing. So I hope that this was of some encouragement. You know, get the nuggets you need, pass it on. If this is a video you think might be of encouragement to somebody else, don't be stingy. Sharing is caring. Share it. But until next time, mamas and wives, I want to just say stay encouraged, stay encouraged, stay encouraged. Find your encouragement. Find your encouragement partners. That's the last thing I'll say. There is great power in unity and accountability, okay? If you don't have a mommy friend or a wife friend that you can go to at any given point and text and say, hey, sis, I'm having a day. Hey, I'm having this kind of a day. You need to find those people, because you're going to need somebody someday. You're going to need somebody to pray for you when you don't know what to pray for yourself. You're going to need some help. And so make sure that you are being intentional with building relationships. And that's the other thing I'll say real quick. Me and my girlfriend, again, back to Tia, we have all kind of conversations, and she said something that stuck with me, like so many things she says. Hi, Miss Linda, good to see you. Aunt Wanda, thanks for joining. And she talked about relationships. Relationships are currency in a way. Don't screw up your relationships. Build your relationships. You're going to need somebody. Think of it this way. If tomorrow, this is just a hypothetical, we didn't have any food, any water, or nothing that we're used to having around, guess what we would be relying on? Our relationships. You will be calling auntie and pastor friends and colleagues and resourcing. What do you got? How can we trade? You know what I mean? So build your relationships up. And back to this mommy and wives focus. Build your relationships up. Know who you can connect with and pray for, and send resources. I have girlfriends who sometimes will just send me a cash app and say, make sure you're taking care of yourself, Amber. Go take care of yourself. Here's something for your self-care. You need people like that in your life. Okay? Don't throw away good friendships. Work on them. Build them. All right, I'm done. I didn't mean to get into all that, but hopefully... Oh, you wanted to see the baby. I'm sure that's why most people are going to get on here. Say hi, everybody. This is Dreamy. Her name is Dreamy. And she is a dream. She a feisty dream. Say yes. All right, I'm out, y'all. God bless. Stay encouraged. Till next time, make it a great day.